Evening. My Take 5 theory was Gestalt, and I'm going to be using my brother as my assistant, and we're going to go through a therapy session using just a few of the techniques that were highlighted in the actual chapter. So bear with me. I know he's going to be laughing a little bit. I'm going to be as well, but I thought that this would be a pretty interesting way to maybe gain a little bit more insight to the actual therapy and the methods that are used. So right now, my brother is going to be sitting on the couch, and I'm going to ask a couple of introduction questions, and we'll get right into it so you guys can see maybe an actual approach. Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Good, good. So, we had gone through a couple of sessions here. We're in our third or fourth session, and I wanted you to tell me how you're feeling, right now, as you come in. Something that's just right off the top of your mind.
I guess something that's still been going through my head is just in terms of past experiences where I feel as though I've either just let myself down or let other people down. Just really either not fulfilling what I thought I owed to them and to myself.
Okay. Can you tell me one experience that you can think of right off the top of your head?
I'd have to say when I broke my leg my junior year playing basketball.
Okay.
And
well, here's something. I'd like to try something new with you today. I want to see how you would react to maybe just a different approach today.
I guess so. Well, I mean, what kind of approach?
Well, what I'd like to do is I'd like to bring it to the here and now. I'd like to take that actual memory and have you reenact it right now so that we can kind of get those feelings to come back to you. So we can work through that situation rather than remembering and just talking. We're going to actually interact it.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to stand up.
Okay.
I'd like you to stand up. And basically, how this is going to work is I'd like you to actually reenact everything that happened. Try to remember, where you were at, the players that were around you, what happened, and then I want you to go through and show me exactly how you injured yourself.
Okay. I guess it's kind of. I was playing.
Let's start with this. Tell me what position you were playing.
I was playing shooting guard.
Okay.
We were playing a team, Willingboro team. It was on a fast break interchange. We had just stolen the ball. I guess they outletted the ball up to myself. The opposite team's shooting guard actually got back in a decent amount of time, and as I went, beat the one guy and went up for the layup. And as I went up for the layup, and as I came down, the guy actually came from underneath me and low bridged me. And as I came, my leg hyperextended and I fell to the ground like this. And basically, I didn't really know what happened other than I just had a shooting pain down my leg, and my leg was just kind of, it just hurt.
I noticed that your leg is kind of shaking. It doesn't seem to be a normal action. Tell me about your leg. Tell me what your leg is saying right now.
I guess it's saying that it was in a lot of pain and that I needed to go get my leg taken care of. And then I guess at the end of the day, that was the most important thing. And that I wasn't letting anybody down because they were worried about my health, and the team wanted me to get better.
So realizing that it wasn't your fault. It was just a situation that was out of your control.
I guess that's a good look at it. I always thought that I could have done something different, but I see what you mean. I guess when you look at it that way, I accept that it was just the situation that occurred, and it wasn't anybody's fault, and I wasn't letting anybody down.
Good. That's a good feeling. That's something that clearly you wanted to address because it was something that you brought up. So I got to make this pretty quick because I know we only got 5 minutes. The one thing that I would suggest for counselors in training is at the very end of the chapter, it expresses the need to do a lot of work in this actual therapy because the possibility of opening up really deep situations with your clients can cause them to get to a point where if you're not sure where to go from there, they can just be stuck. And actually, there's the opportunity for you to be considered unethical if you do not have the correct skills to do this type of therapy. I think it's important to recognize that, and that's the one thing that I think you should take from this therapy. Thank you very much, and have a good weekend.